strong all the way, threw a lot of pitches. You about out of gas when you came out, or you think you could go longer?
I always think I can go longer, no matter how many pitches I throw, but I think that's just kind of competitive nature. But I feel like I started leaving pitches up, and that's probably a sign of getting tired, so Checkett knows well enough to probably get someone else in there.
What did Checkett say to you there? You get the bases loaded, one out in the sixth.
I have no idea. I think he just said throw a strike or something, or asked if I wanted to throw a changeup, and I said okay.
Were you just in the zone out
Oh
there?
no, actually, I'm sorry. He asked the two walks before that if they were good pitches, and I said, I thought they were perfect pitches. I don't know.
Yeah.
He said, all right, we'll throw a changeup for a strike. I said, okay.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
But that's their number 3, number 4 hitters coming up there. I mean, you don't necessarily think about that stuff, but obviously it's a big situation there. I mean, bear down, or what's going through your mind at that point?
I think it makes it sweeter. I'd rather it be, if the bases are loaded, I'd rather face their best hitter. I'd rather face the best hitter we can instead of, I don't want somebody who's never had that batter to make it hard to make it fun.
What was different this time around as opposed to last week against UCLA, where it was kind of a little bit rockier?
I think it was just more mentality than anything. Last weekend I pitched careful and nervous, and you couldn't tell from today, but my intent was just to throw strikes and make somebody beat me, not give them free bases and give them runs. And I had way more walks than I would have liked to tonight, but regardless of that, I think the mentality was a lot better that I was going to make somebody beat me or something.
So when you were in that bases loaded jam, was it just you were confident you were going to get those 2 guys out no matter what?
I was just trying to throw one pitch at a time.
Getting a couple runs to open things up. Did it change your mindset much when you go out there with the lead, start the second inning, and knowing that there's more runs than they've scored for you in a couple of games?
It is sweet, but I went out there and I was thinking that it was the first inning every inning. So it was 0-0, and we're starting the game brand new again.
I asked you something similar last week, but obviously all that draft stuff and just your stock, that kind of stuff, I know you're not focused on that. You're focused on the team, but the scouts are here, there's general managers watching your bullpen out there. I mean, does that corner your eye? Does that stuff ever kind of get to you, or is that
sometimes
there?
In the game you never see it. It's far enough that you don't really see what's on the field, but sometimes in the bullpen you're playing catch, you look up and you see some stuff. And I think that's the most important time for you to realize that that's not about them. And there shouldn't be anybody there, and it's about you, and it's about the O, and it's for us, and see what we can do together, and not just leave that stuff out of the way.
The mustache was shaved off. What are your thoughts?
I think he looks younger. I don't know what to say about it. I'm kind of speechless. It's sweet though. That's a big step for him. He's had that thing for. Me and Scott looked up some pictures of 25 years ago, 30 years ago, and he was coaching in Alaska with some dirty rat stash, and he's had that thing forever, and I think that's a big commitment from him to us, and we decided to make that commitment back to him, and hopefully we can make it work.
Yeah, what did he say about? I mean, obviously it's symbolic. It's not just a fashion choice. I mean, what symbolism does that have? Him shaving off.
A lot of it's just that we're going to commit to playing, and we had a lot of talks, and our team, because when you struggle, you talk a lot, but. We decided that we're all going to commit to playing baseball our way, the Duck way, and no matter what, that's what we're going to do. And I think that was his commitment to us. If we can make it to him, and I think it's just a sign that whenever you look at him and you don't see that mustache there, it kind of reminds you, because it's very noticeable once you've seen him. That's all you've ever seen. Something's different. You're like, okay, all right, I was out of it, but I'm getting right back to it. Remember now.